A woman was driven out of her home by her husband. She had no choice but to hide in the mountains. Unexpectedly, there was an abandoned helicopter hidden here. She touched it and found that the shell of the fuselage was very strong. It was just that the wind and sun were blowing for a long time, and the thick iron sleeves were covered. The woman slowly pushed open the rusty cabin door, and the dust that had accumulated for many years came to the surface in an instant. But after careful inspection, she was surprised. The internal structure of the aircraft is basically perfect. The space is very rich, and it can fully meet the daily living needs. This broken old helicopter became her only hope to cover the wind and rain. After a little modification, it became the ideal mountain shelter. She held the iron brush and brushed the inside of the fuselage hard. The large iron sleeves fell off quickly, leaving no dead corners. Then she washed it with a high-pressure water gun. The fuselage, which was wrapped in embroidery, gradually revealed its original metal shine. Then she applied a protective oil paint to the entire interior wall and cleaned every corner in detail. This process seems simple, but it took several hours. When it was cleaned up, the old and broken interior of the fuselage was brightened. The subsequent modifications laid a solid foundation. After a short break, she took a few second-hand solar panels and fixed them firmly on the top of the helicopter. Under sufficient sunlight, they can transfer electricity efficiently. Then the wires are connected to the internal power supply area, and 2 large-capacity storage boxes are installed. A complete independent power supply system is formed. Even if it rains continuously, it can achieve a 24-hour non-stop power supply and completely say goodbye to the dilemma of no electricity in the mountains. Next, enter the core, the interior decoration. The woman's ability to work is called experience. She first built a neat wooden column on the ground of the fuselage. Soft sponge is applied between the columns. Then a wooden board of the correct size is installed one by one. The crevices are evenly applied with a file. Finally, the whole is polished smoothly. The original cold ground of the fuselage becomes flat and bright, and the feet feel comfortable. Then the woman cut the window glass, accurately punch holes, and fix the screws. The whole new window frame is firmly attached to the fuselage wall. This is the first line of defense against wind and rain. The wall remodeling is more advanced and professional. It is fixed to the wooden column with a 30 to 40 centimeter joint. The fluffy fireproof cotton is filled in it. It can isolate the cold water in the mountains and achieve high thermal insulation. It can also absorb noise through the multi-hole structure and isolate the wind and rain and insects. At the same time, she is familiar with the wiring as the internal wiring. Accurate positioning of the plug and switch make the interior layout safe and regular. After the hardware is completed, the woman began to create a warm living space. She made a solid big bed by herself, lay a soft sleeping mat, a fluffy blanket and pillow, and a comfortable resting area. Then she made a simple wash basin, installed a storage cabinet at the top, an electric fan, a light bulb, and a few pots of green plants on the table. She added a lot of life to the cold fuselage. At night, the woman gently pressed the switch and the warm light filled the entire fuselage. She soaked a cup of hot coffee and the warm liquid slipped into her throat. The warmth spread from the tip of the tongue to the whole body, and the tiredness that has been transformed day by day, the grievance and sorrow of being abandoned by her husband are all scattered in this warm light and coffee box. No one would have thought that a broken, abandoned helicopter driven out of the house by her husband with a pair of skillful hands and an unyielding will transformed into a warm and comfortable mountain home. If a cave helicopter shelter with a score of 100 points is hidden in the mountains,